Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and best wishes, whether you celebrate anything this holiday season, or you're just happy for some time off. In today's video, this is actually going to be a part of a series where I'm going to be covering map walkthroughs, spawn points, lines of sight, and hot points that you'll need to know about in Black Ops Cold War Free-For-All to help you increase your chances of ending up in the winner's circle more often than not. If you're already a solid free-for-all player, or you're just solid in general, these videos probably won't help you at all. They're actually aimed more towards new players, or players who aren't that good at free-for-all, but they want to get better at their free-for-all game. So if you're already good and you still stick around, and then you're going to whine about it after that the video didn't tell you anything you didn't already know, joke's on you, friend. Thanks for the view, eh? Since this is a series, I'll actually have the playlist link in the description as well as a card in the top right-hand corner of the video. Frankly, I'm a free-for-all guy. This is the game mode that I enjoy the most. And so I figured with some newer players coming on this Christmas, this series might help them out a bit, right? So as a quick snapshot for you guys, as of this tutorial, where I'm at when it comes to free-for-all, you'll see I've played a total of 227 games here. Majority of them are free-for-all. Okay, so I'm coming with a 2.6 win-loss ratio. The goal is we want to hit 3.0 at some point, so we're on the way to that. 154 wins, 58 losses. And then we're also currently at a 1.54 ED. We're on the road to get that to 1.75, hopefully, and then from there we can move on to 2.0 when it comes to free-for-all. Alright, so in this series, I'll first be giving you a walkthrough of each map, and then I'll provide actual gameplay to give you an example of what I just showed you in the walkthrough. We won't be covering Raid and the Pines just yet, as those have just come out recently, and I haven't really played them enough to be able to really provide a solid overview. So if you'd like me to cover those maps at a later date, please let me know in the comments below. With that being said, no matter what map you're playing, there's going to be some universal basics that apply for all free-for-all matches on all maps. It's just the way it's going to be. If these are not in place, or if you're not improving at some of these, you may find that what I'm covering here doesn't help as much as you want it to. So let's get into it. First things first here is the big boy, skill-based matchmaking.
Fuck you, blow me.
Be aware that there is heavy skill-based matchmaking going on in every match you play. So don't get frustrated if you find that you're doing okay for a few matches and then you get absolutely shit on for a couple of games. The skill-based matchmaking needs to put you in your place. If you start playing better than your current KD or win-loss record, you'll find that you're being put into matches with some higher skilled players for a little bit. While it is really shitty, it is normal for this game. It's just unfortunately the way it is. That's just Activision fucking you over. Now, I did skill-based matchmaking test over a 10-game span. If you want to check out the video, you'll see that in the card in the top right, or in the description below to see how skill-based matchmaking works from free-for-all. Next one we got here, guns and attachments. You want to find a gun that you're comfortable with and work on leveling it up as quickly as possible. Alright, a gun with no attachments or tier 1 attachments has a higher chance of losing gunfights versus someone who has better attachments on their weapon, no matter if they're a higher level than you or not. If you're totally new, I'd recommend starting with an assault rifle or SMG. And then as you get better and more consistent and more knowledgeable about the other stuff of each map, then you can start branching out into LMGs or marksman rifles or pistols. The next one we're going to go with is to choose your perks wisely. You want to choose perks that can help you move around the map quietly and undetected, or can help you find enemies faster. As you get to higher levels, you'll be able to run with perks in the same slots. So as soon as you can do that, I recommend it. Right now, I run with Tracker. I believe that is a tier 2. So that's like in the second column. And then I run Ninja and Ghost. Tracker helps give me direction when nothing is on my minimap. And then I can, if I run across footsteps of an enemy player, it gives me direction. And then Ghost and Ninja helps me stay as quiet as possible and to avoid some score streaks as well. So choose your perks wisely to help you in a free-for-all setting. The next one we have is situational awareness. Now, some of my old school viewers are going to cringe at that phrase. Shout out to all my Uncharted 2 players, baby. But in this aspect, I'm talking about you paying attention to your minimap. That's going to help you. It's going to help warn you about enemies close to you or help guide you on where to hunt next. So use that minimap. That's huge. It's back now. It wasn't there in Modern Warfare. It's here now. So use it. Also, be aware of audible cues that can tip you off to where people are. That's footsteps near you, a gun going off near you, hearing a grunt. That could mean an enemy just climbed a ladder or vaulted over cover close to you. A gunfight could be happening near you, right? Listening can tell you a lot about what's going on. So make sure you're paying attention to sound cues to help you stay alive and grab some kills. Lastly, all of this can fall on top of general skill, all right? Everyone has a different skill set and everyone reacts to things differently. Take me in quick scoping, for example. I can't do it. I'm trash. If I wanted to, I could probably get a little better at it if I really tried and really practiced. But I doubt I would ever get super consistent at it. So even though you might have all of these things in place, be self-aware in your own strengths and weaknesses as a person, right? Your reaction time might be a little bit slower for whatever reason, right? You might get the hang of this quickly and start tearing it up, or it might take you a while to really get your stride. Just know that your individual aptitude for fast-paced games can determine how well you do, even with all of these other things in place. Hopefully you can use these basics as building blocks to give you a stable foundation to be more consistent. I personally find that as long as I can find a consistency, then I can build from there. So, for example, in Resistance 1 back in the day, I started with a 0.5 KD. I was trash. And then after I started learning some strategies, I was able to say, okay, I'm always at a 0.5 now. Never above, never below. Let's build. And then my base was in a 0.75. I eventually got to a 1 and then a 1.25. So get a solid base. It doesn't matter how low that base is. Then build up from there. So with those basics out of the way, let's get on with it.
Here. Let's get on with it.
Okay, welcome to Satellite. We are at one of the many spawn points right at the end of the map. And like many of the other maps that we've gone over, there's two general hot zones at either end of the map with not much going on in the middle. The difference is that this has a lot of lines of sight on the desert side of the map. So if you're a sniper, this is the map for you, because the line of sight goes for days. So let's just start in this area. Okay, this is a hotspot in and of itself. A lot of times you will spawn along this ridge here. Somewhere along here I've seen spawn points happen. You'll spawn somewhere along here. Right off the bat it gives you access, right, to that side of the desert where people are at. More importantly though, it gives you access here. This is where a lot of people are going to be fighting. There's a spawn point right at the back there. There's people that are going to be camping out or patrolling that back area that we started from. So you'll be able to see people kind of around here and you'll be able to pick them off from here. Likewise, when you come down here, the first thing you want to look at is there. That is a very highly contested point because there's a spawn point right on the other side of it. So the first place people go is right there to get in, out of line of sight. So when you're here, you want to look for that, right? You can pop around the rock here for cover if you want, right? That's available to you. Pop on top of the rock. But ultimately, chances are high you will find someone in this area, okay? When you're back here, the spawn point is right there. So the first thing I'm doing when I pop out here, the first part I'm looking is just over here, and then I'll quickly glance just to see if someone spawned there. Chances are they're not going to spawn the person if you are in this area, unless you're all the way back here. If you're all the way back here, kind of just waiting on someone, then yeah, you could spawn in that area. But if you're running up here, it's not going to spawn them right now and then boom, for the most part. So what you can do is pop along here, right? I like to trick people because I'll take this area, I'll go back and forth once or twice, grab a kill or two, and then after that, if there's no one here, I'll get out of there. I'll just get right out so I can look for other people. But when you're here, you do want to look in this area here because there are people that go in and out. Check over here, right? But also, as soon as you're coming up here, this whole area, the chances are high you're going to get someone who's spawning from there or someone who is trying to patrol this little area. They're just doing the runaround, right? They're checking over here, nothing. They're going to come up here. You want to check the spawn point. Whenever I come from this side, the first thing I do is come up here. Is there someone spawning there? And you will legit catch people who just spawned. It's really shitty. But hey, there's skill-based matchmaking in this game. I have no shame. Until you get rid of skill-based matchmaking, I don't give a fuck, right? So when you come out of there, right, you want to be checking here. When they spawn, chances are they're going to be running right there, or they're going to be running over that way. Or they might try and head down there. So just be aware of that. When you are over here, be very careful. I would not recommend popping up here because look at the beautiful view. There's a sniper with your beautiful face in their scope, and it's going to go splat. Alright, unless you are a sniper yourself, you can go all the way over here if you really want to. I never go out here, but then again, I'm not a sniper. Right, and you have a nice big line of sight. Right? I generally stick over here because if someone spawns here, right, there's people patrolling this. Almost every time, they are going to be patrolling this. I guarantee you. Okay? If you're over here, you're an easy kill. Right? These dunes, unless you really are, let's say you're a low part of the dune, right? So you're over here. Great. They might not be able to see you very well over here, but then you can't really see your targets either. So you're fucked. You're just sitting there in the sand, getting dick up your ass. Getting sand up your ass. Well, maybe you are getting dick up your ass. I don't know what you like. Jeez. No judgment. So, at this point, I generally do not come up here. Once again, there are snipers, AUGs, M16s all over this shit. Right? Plus, you are a target for people over here in that central area. I will usually... I won't come here too often, once again, because you're very wide open. When I'm in this area, I'll stick to this. I'll come here, check the spawn, check this area. Okay, no. Keep my eye out over here. Is there someone coming through here? No. And then I get in here, right? Check this out. Is there someone there? Yes or no, right? Once this gets hot, people are going to start rushing it, right? And then I can pop around here, check there. If this is hot in this area, I'll actually just go straight around here. Right? Pop. I'll mix it up, make it fresh. Catch him coming around here. Right? Come in here. Right? So this area is pretty hot normally. This area, not so much, because I mean, when people spawn up there, they usually stick around they're usually out of sight. But if you find yourself here, you do want to get to low ground so you're not easily picked off, and you can jump up here if you want. Right? Come up to the center. You can also hop up here. Now, in objective-based games or team deathmatch, this is a pretty nice area to hold, right? You have a nice line of sight for the center, there, pop out here, right? Get people over there. That's great. Same on the other side. Really good, man. You can get snipers out there, right? Get line of sight here. It's pretty good. For free-for-all, it's shit, right? You are more of a target than they are a target for you. If they have an auger or M16 or a sniper, dude, they have a better... They're the ones who are going to be out there. And you're, what, with an AR or SMG? Come on, don't do that. You might be good to get one, but if they're used to you being up here, they're going to pick you off. Plus, traffic up here is not that heavy. There's not much traffic up here for you to really, plant your flag, right? There's not enough people coming by here to get your kills. You either want to be on this side over here, okay, or you want to be on that side over there. Okay, if you're a really good sniper, you're going to be on either end, just in the sand dune part. Okay. Now, on this side, you're not going to see as much action, right? You can probably see people here, maybe some people down there, but not too much. There is a little bit more action on this side because there's a spawn point right around the rocks back there, and people tend to run through here, right? So you'll catch someone around here. I do recommend being wary up here. When you're coming up here, for whatever reason, just be wary of it. But it's not very populated. But over here, this is a popular area right here, because you can just go back and forth. There's a spawn point right there. That's also a popular camping spot too, because if you have a long-range gun, they're picking people off on the other side of the map over there. Right? So, when you're coming down here, be ready. Someone's probably already ADSing you. If they're right there, they're probably looking for you to come down here. So, get your kill here, and then you can just pop right back. So you can catch someone here. The problem is, it's warm, right? Sometimes people are here, but they're not here that often. So I would just double check it, right? Make sure it's fine, and then pop back. Someone's probably already spawned. Okay, and they're camping again. Boom, got them. So that is pretty hot. Be careful. This is a perfect spot for landmines and gas traps too. So in this area, you shouldn't be in this area. Like I said, there's nothing really going on here except just you by yourself, right? You don't really have good lines of sight unless you see a sniper along the ridge. That's fine, but it's not going to be your bread and butter for this map. Okay. So there is a little way where you can, once again, we were shooting there before, or we can go this way if we want. This area right here, this is a tough spot to be in because you can get fucked from so many angles, right? If you're in this area, get out of it quick. People over here can get you. People up there can get you. People from back here can get you. People up there can get you. This is not a fun spot for you. You're going to have a bad day if you're in here on a regular basis. Okay? So we were talking about this area. This is a spawn point right around this area. Be aware the chances are high you will find someone over on the ridge there, by the rock there, or over there. The chances are very high. Also, you get a kill here, or if nothing's happening, pop back here, chances are high, you're going to get someone coming out of that area. So be ready for that. If nothing's going on, then you can kind of check around here as well, see if there's anything up. You can also pop to this side here too, right? So you can catch people running through here. Nice little, little head glitch area. Catch people here if you want. I would be careful though, just because over here, this is where there's usually a lot of, well, not a lot of, but at least 1 or 2 people that like to snipe or have long range guns. They'll hang out here, right? So they can pick long range that way, and they can use this sand dune right there, pick you off over there, right? If you're up top, they can pick you off over here, right? This is a really good space for them. Plus, they have access to that area, right? All along here. Now, can you come across the sand dunes here? Yes, absolutely you can. Would it be smart to do in free-for-all? No, I wouldn't recommend it. Right? You're going to get picked off so easy by snipers on either side. So, if you're going to play this map, I recommend going crazy over there. If you end up spawning over here, just be aware of where people could be so you can still keep getting some kills. When you spawn over here, there's a spawn point here. You want to be looking over here right away because there's probably someone already over there. Or look right here, right? Before you get yourself over here, right, and kind of back into the mix. You're looking over there. Okay, no one, we're good. And then we can move on. No one there. Okay, now let's get in. Let's get into it. Now that we're in this area, now we can kind of go back to this area where we know the chances are high we have a better shot of taking out this guy, right? If I spawn on this side and I don't see a lot going on, I have no problem taking this exit here, making my way through the center dead area just to get back to this area over here where the shit's really going down. I have no problem doing that. So this was Satellite. Let's go get a real game going so you can see it in practice. Alright guys, welcome to Satellite. Let's get going, shall we? I'm fully expecting someone to be in that area beside me, like I talked to you about. There's a spawn point there. He's not there. Chances are pretty good he might be here. Surprised that he's not. Pretty slow right now. Oh yeah? Okay. Thank you. Need that. That guy's up there. There we go. We're popping back up here. Ooh, that's a tough one to swallow because I wanted to kill. They stole that shit from me. Okay, checking here. This guy's mad. Yeah, see, he's already tossing nades there, trying to catch me. He's in there. That was just bad aim on my part. So we spawn right here. Right in there, back in here. Alright, guys up top. Let's have a look at this. Oh, buddy's over here. Oh, heard someone go, ugh. Okay. We just go around in circles here until we see some type of path. So buddy's up over on the ridge, and we got spawner over there. Let's go find him. My kill! Mine! You can't have it. Buddy's coming this way to push. Ah! Oh, that was a good one. Okay, we spawn over here. Nothing. So let's have a look over here. Unlucky. I don't even know. I barely saw that, man. Interesting. Don't see snipers up there very often. Like I said, don't go into sand dunes and free-for-all, man. He knew that I was spawner right there. Okay, let's check this side. Okay, let's have a look at our buddy over here. Nothing. But you hear shit going on over here, right? There it is. That was just bad aim on my part. That guy's lighting me up this game. Yeah. See, this is the hotspot, guys. This is that side of the map.
Soldier. The folks back home are counting on you. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
You gotta be careful when you're pushing this.
Multiple enemy
Let's see.
spy plane contacts.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap around.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Oh, dude, I'm getting finger trapped.
Your proximity mine was destroyed by hostile action.
Okay, I hit him, and then I'm out of there. Yeah, he was ready for it. I gotta be a little bit more ready than I have been. Going there. Okay, we out. Looking for that. Let's see here. Is our camper still up there? He's not. Like, dude, there's like nothing going on all of a sudden here. Damn it. Get out of there. Ooh, I got lucky there. I don't know how that happened. Whoa! Maybe not so lucky. Okay. So, watching on the right-hand side. There's usually people there on the right. Like, this is dangerous. For that specific reason. Ooh, I don't know about that one. I generally don't like spawn over here. Fucker stole my kill. Pop back again, please. I'm unlucky here, man. I heard him behind me. I didn't think he was that close. So we've gone cold here. Had a couple of kills taken. That helped.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Napalm strike standing by.
Enemy counter
Okay.
spy plane inbound.
Don't snipe out there in free-for-all, boys. I'm telling you. Don't do it. So shit's going down over here. Let's go down here and check it out. I have no idea where the shit is. I missed all the action, man. Whoa! Oh, he would have been so pissed if I got him. That would have been fun. See, we're closer to this side right now, so... Right there. Yep. That is expected. Don't like being up here. I'm not gonna stay here though. Like, ah!
Enemy sentry
Push me.
turret detected.
Ah, that's the other guy. Sentry turret out in the middle of nowhere. That's interesting. We're up 1. We still have our score streaks. We almost have our 3rd.
Hostile spy plane overhead.
We want to patrol. I don't want to stay there. People are killing too quick. Check the spawn. Nothing. We got camper over here. Not camper, but we got sniper. He ain't camping if he's out in the open. I ain't mad at that. Got him. Don't even mind it.
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Okay, let's have a look. That's where shit's going down, huh? Ooh, I would have been mad.
Hostile counter spy plane is
Ooh, that was a nice nade. Let's go. Missed that up.
I see 3 enemies down. RTV to rearm. Hits.
Do we get ball game? Ball game. Save your streaks right till the end when it makes sense. because the games are almost always going to be close, right? So you saw in this map, that's traditionally the hot spot. If you're more of a camper, you can go on the other side, but the traffic isn't as hot. You want hot traffic and you want to be able to control the hot traffic, right? Because otherwise, sure, you're going to get a good KD, but if you're not getting enough traffic to get enough kills, you're not going to be in the winner's circle. That's why, like, when I was on that side, I try to get back there, right? So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see you on the next one.